All right, Cowboys fans. Hey, what's going on? Happy Monday to you guys. Listen, it's an amazing feeling when your Cowboys win. You kind of walk to work, don't have too many people talking to you on your walk to work. You just kind of feel good. And coming back from my second place victory in Florida, what better way to see the Cowboys really dominate the Rams on Sunday? Like I said, I kind of feel like I've been shorting the channel, and I'm going to kick it into overdrive this week because coaching those kids, I won't say it took a lot out of me, but I gave it my all. And really seeing them be successful was special to me. And I really wasn't able to hit the channel, but I'm back. I'm feeling refreshed. And who knows what these our Cowboys are going to do. I went back, rewatched the game. This will be my second time rewatching it. And I just wanted to jump into how the Cowboys were able to attack the Rams. A good team, an 8-5 team, and we're a 6-7 team. So all of those, the Cowboys can't beat a good team. You did. And I think that as fans, we kind of all knew that this team was here. But it was good to kind of see it come together. First of all, it was good to see a kicker actually make a kick consistently. Kai Forbath kicked he had a 50, 42, and a 42. So he was able to kick the long ball, but then he was also able to kick the chip shot. So, it was just funny seeing him run out there. You really had no idea. Just kind of looking at him like, dog, this guy does not belong in a football uniform. But then he goes out there, he makes the kick. I'm telling my girl the whole time, like, dog, he's gonna miss this kick. Sure enough, he makes the kick. So, but I think that the defense played with great effort. For once, Chris Richard kind of let these guys play man. Not a lot, but he did some things that I really liked. Cheeto was in good position. Byron didn't get beat, so obviously he was doing what he was supposed to do. And it was really good to see Sean Lee, first of all, tackle well, but then go out and make plays and be able to kind of fool Jared Goff on that pick. He made great tackles. He was all over the field. Thank God we didn't cut him because we don't know what's going on with Leighton Vander Esch. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me. But we know we have the big game on the horizon with Philly. I just got a good feeling about that game. Philly's weapons on the outside are really slim to none. So if we go out there, play the type of football that we know how to play, you saw when Dallas plays Dallas football, special teams, offense, defense, very hard team to beat. But you got to go out there and execute. I thought that Kellen Moore did a great job, and I'm going to get to some video. So what I saw was with Tony P's 131, with Ezekiel Elliott's 117 on 24, Tony P on 12, I really like some of the designs that Kellen Moore did with that wing action, that loop motion. Okay, because what it does is, first of all, it forces the defense to tell you what it is, what they're in, whether they're in man, whether they're in a zone, whether they have a player in man and the rest of the defense doing something different. It kind of helps you ID things. If that guy goes with him or stays kind of centered in the middle of the field, well, obviously they're in man. That's his responsibility. If he kind of stays back and doesn't go with him, that they're in zone. But the good thing about that wing T is his eye candy. That wing, first of all, if anybody's familiar with the old Delaware wing T, any coaches or any, real football savants, that Delaware wing T is a hard offense to stop because that motion is an eye candy. But what Dallas did was they used it with Tavon Austin and they used it with Tony P, and it kind of forced the defense to show their hand. So I'm going to get to some of that video right now. All right, guys, here goes that motion that I was talking about. I'll run this play a couple times. So the first time that Kellen Moore ran this, I was like, okay, kind of that wing T. Those of you guys familiar with that Delaware wing T, that's the motion, kind of a tethered motion into the backfield. But what it is really eye candy. But in the league, it's really designed to let you know if a team is in man, if they're in zone, what they're doing. And it also holds a defender backside. So what you'll notice is if you watch 58, now he has to honor that. Okay, he's honoring Tony Pollard, and he said, oh, what's all this stuff going on? Oh, okay. But he plays the block well, plays the force well, and he ends up in the tackle. But watch this, okay? Motion into the backfield. Look at Zeke as a lead blocker, okay? So that same motion Now, okay, it lets you know that they're in zone. You see him scoot him over, boom. Now he has what he wants. He has the defense outflank. Kellen Moore does. And as a sequence play call, this is what you want. This is my favorite play when they use this tethered little motion right here. Boom. Okay, look at the backside of the defense, 23 and 56. They're frozen. They're not in the play. And obviously, it was able to hold these guys and get positive yardage. And right here, even though this wasn't a big play, I like the creativity. I really do. I think that this was great play calling by Mr. Kellen Moore. Boop, boop. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. That's just a quick film snippet. Listen, if you guys want to support me, because this video is probably going to get flagged because it is film, hit up my Cash App at Foots the King. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. Hit up my Cash App. I'll also put it in the description box. I mailed out some CDs today. If you guys want a CD, make sure you follow me on Sportscaster. Listen, I'm on this ride for the rest of the season, all right? Took a bunch of notes today. I'm getting right into Philly tomorrow. I just like us against Philly and Winston, those guys. I don't know. I think we've been through a lot this year. They've been through a lot this year. Who knows what's going to happen out there? But I think the X factor is right now we have Ezekiel Elliott back at Pro Bowl level. Watching his runs, watching the grit in which he's running the football. I just think that our offensive line and our running game is just going to be hard for Philly to stop. And when you get that going, Dak, he can. And then you get in the playoff is anybody. If you get in a playoff, it's anybody's game. You can go in as a wild card and get hot. I think if Dallas is going to make a legendary run, I think this game right here will be the hardest run the hardest game of the run. Because, again, you're looking at a San Fran team. Do they really know how to win yet? Okay? You're looking at, a couple of these other teams that I don't know if they'll be able to stop the run at a high clip. And I just look at Ezekiel Elliott and I'm like, he's back on that MVP level. You can see it. You can see the way that he's running. You can see the way that he's finishing runs. You can see the quickness and the burst. I think that he's kind of seizing that moment. And if things fall his way, I know the Chicago game happened, but now we're able to get some rest. Going to Philly, bad secondary, decent front seven, but injured. I think that you have to take advantage of this team. So I like Dallas, and I'll tell you guys why in a couple videos here coming up. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Every journey that I've been on, music, coaching football, what am I going to be doing next? I'm always playing drums. I play drums every Sunday at church. So I do so many things you guys always support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's your boy Foots.